Hey guys, welcome back to the Gamer Emporium channel. Broheen here. Just want to talk about what to do when you hit level 60. I think I may have touched on this once before. It may have been on the other channel, I can't remember, but I want to go a little more in depth on things that you can do when you hit 60. Obviously when you hit 60, the first thing you want to do is either get in the auction house, which, I mean, if you're not at Tempest Bay yet, Tempest Bay, you have to go to Cape Jewel from the old world. You have to go kind of right down in here and sail, take the boat, and remember the porticulum here as well, but you have to go down this area to the Toulon Lighthouse and these docks right here. You have to take a ship over to Tempest Bay, which brings you right here. So now that we're in Tempest Bay, once you've gotten there, a little tour of Tempest Bay, I guess. We'll talk about it as we go. The portal, if you can tell, is right up here. So if you find the portal, you're in the heart of Tempest Bay. So once you're in Tempest Bay, come on down here, go to the auction house. You can, beg your guild for money or see if people can make you some gear. You want to get into gear that's 300 hit. And again, what your hit stat does. My hit's 559 right now, but I'm mostly T2. But you need to get 300 hit to get into Storm Legion Experts. And Storm Legion Experts is where you're going to find most of your dungeon gear that's going to get you up to the 400 hit to start doing raids. And once you're at 400, you can start doing Triumph of the Dragon Queen and Intrepid Drowned Halls and things like that. You can get into Frozen Tempest 20-mans, you can get into Endless Eclipse 20-man, so quite a lot of stuff that you can start doing once you get the hit value up there, but you have to get it there first before you can actually hit the mobs in those places. So endgame is kind of really where it's at. The endgame for Rift is way bigger than just the leveling and just the grind to get there. We're passing some mage trainers, cleric trainer, warrior trainer. They're all up here right by the portal. If you look down to the right, we got our PvP area down in this area here. Straight ahead, there's absolutely nothing out there. Up the stairs in front of us here is the part where you get all your Torvin rep, buy all your great hunts, get all your world gear, whatnot, and then your auction house down there. Speaking of, with up here, if you guys don't know yet, I'm sure most of you know that are going to be watching the video, but you can press your right bracket button. It'll bring up the Rift store. Haven't collected my gift yet, so just do that. But you can find most of everything in here of what you wanna buy, that you can buy from literally almost all of those vendors that are up in that room, and a lot of other vendors around the world. So in addition to doing Storm Legion Experts, if you press I, you bring up this looking for group screen. You can do random Storm Legion Experts at 300 hit. Otherwise, you have to do random Classic Experts or random normal dungeons to get the gear to be able to get into the random Storm Legion Experts. If you press your K button, K is in kite, you get your warfronts. So your random warfronts will give you XP. They'll give you Favor, Prestige, Plat, PAXP. And then you get this mercenary equipment cache, which is good normal gear for getting yourself up to the dungeons for Storm Legion Expert dungeons. Let's see, what's next on the list? Let's talk currencies a little bit. Currencies, you guys are never ever going to have enough planerite. You're never ever going to have enough infinity stones unless you've been playing this game way longer than I've been. I have a couple guild members. My guild leader specifically, he's got over 400k infinity stones, and he's got literally nothing to spend it on. So to get the infinity stones, you have to do just basically normal quest lines or do zone events. So I don't know if there's any zone events up right now. Yep, there is. So like in Morbin here, we have the Exuvia of Kargoth. Oh, why did that happen? We also have, where was the other one? There was two. I swear I saw two. I'm going to have to go back and look, but the other one might have just finished. So, for the most part, do your zone events. Those give you crazy XP. all your daily quests, which actually, if you look over, I gotta correct something again here. Something's bothering me. Just move you there so you're not in the way. And if you look over on the right, or I'll pull up the quest log. In the Dendrum is going to be your friend for daily quests. You can pick up all these daily quests. By now I can actually solo all of them, but they give you 180 Infinity Stones each. So that's my whole list over on the right hand side here, is showing I have them all complete. So I'm going to kind of take the portal and go around while I speak here and turn some of these in, show you where to pick them up. So your daily quests start with Solstice Tower, Hylal, and Akyati Village. I always go to Solstice Tower first. Look at that face. Look at that face. He's kind of got a goatee like me. Okay. So I run right up from the portal here. The quests that you get are literally right up here. The only one I don't solo is the Extermination quest, because you have to go too far into the hive. It's not really worth my time and effort for 180 Infinity Stones to solo everything going through there. So you pick those two up there if you want. And once you have the Torvin line of quest line complete, you can talk to this person and get the Stronghold quest. So you can talk to her and get the Stronghold quest and do Stronghold 60s or 62s and gain Torvin rep and Torvin notoriety. Oh, that's another thing. Don't let me forget to talk to you about notoriety. So we're just gonna go up to Hylal's the worst place as far as like lag and performance wise on CPUs, because it's a very intricate city and everybody's computer seems to lag. They're kind of like in Tempest Bay. So these two guys give you 2 of the 5-man group quests. Everything else in this area in Akyati Village is all just regular quests. So, and this guy has been bugged all day and is nowhere to be found. I don't know where he is. So I actually have to shard hop. If you paid attention to what I did just there with the shard hop, click on the portrait, teleport to shard. It's very good for farming purposes. You find something, you want to farm it, you can switch to a shard, and chances are it's going to be on that shard too. So, alright, 3 more to turn in. I believe they're all in Hylal, so back to the portal.
Well met.
And go to Hylal. You get to see some fucked up shit. Look at that face. Look at that face. So sick of that face. Creepy. Can see up his nose. So you run out of the portal, come over to this ferry, grab a quest there, you run through the door, follow the path around. There's some stuff that might attack you, I'm not sure. There's a quest here at this ferry, which is another one of the 5-man or the 5 group ones. Don't attempt to solo them unless you're extremely geared. And then the last one is right here. So that's, for the most part, I'm probably missing some because there are a lot of quests, but most of the quests that you can repeat all give you Infinity Stones. And to show you what Infinity Stones buy, if you go to Equipment in the Rift Store, remember I told you the right bracket is the Rift Store button. If you go to Accessories, these are all your crystals. Now this is the T3 set. This one's going to take 13,650 Infinity Stones to buy, along with having the previous one. So if you go into the Raid 2 ones, that's another 12,300. On top of that, you need the Raid 1 one, which is 9,600 Infinity Stones. Sorry, 4,500 Infinity Stones each. Did I misspeak here too? Yeah, it was 11,000 here. Forgot that Raid 1 and Raid 2 have the what used to be best in slot cloaks. So but lots of planerite for those two. I mean, 60k planerite if you're going to run a tank set and a DPS set, or tank and healing spec. You definitely want to save your planerite and get these twice, one of the fortified and one of the regular. Let's take a step back and look at your focus. It's going to cost you 7,500 planerite to get your 6-slot focus. And then on top of that, come on, where are you? Essences. Essences is the big one. So your best in slot ones you can either buy with or without rep. Now, I'm going to touch on rep a little bit here. So if you hit your character key, no, it just should be C, and go into your notoriety. Basically your, let's see, what are they called? Your Rift factions. Rift factions like Storm Inquisition, Torvin Hunters. Torvin Hunters and Lysini are your #1 priority. You need to get those maxed. No doubt, you have to get them maxed. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get your essences at a really discounted rate. So if you have them maxed, you can start getting these huge essences, like 86 intelligence on this one. No, they have the mage tanking ones in here too. So 89 intelligence on that one, 76 there. You know, basically to show you, these are the ones I use. Which this one is a Lysini one. See, this says requires the Lysini venerated. This one is Torvin Hunters. This one was gotten out of a chest actually. That one's a best in slot, and this one's a best in slot. But you can see that, you know, you need the Torvin Hunters glorified. Ooh, looks like I might actually need to change that one. Huh. I guess I never looked at it that close before. Yeah, we want a venerated one put in there, so I'm going to get right on that, actually. So, my mistake on there, but anyways. So, if you don't have Torvin Hunters and Lysini glorified, or venerated, I'm sorry, you can spend more, but 24k Infinity Stones is absolutely fucking ridiculous to spend on an essence for each essence. I mean, you figure you get 6 essences per sigil. If you run just a DPS one, I mean, do the math. Get out your calculator. Do 24,000 times 6. It's quite a lot. It's way too many to want to farm when you could just do Great Hunt 5s and farm out your Torvin and Lysini and get them for 9,200 apiece with 25k planerite. So to me, that seems like the better option. I don't know about you guys, but obviously if you have the money and you can afford it, you can get it all with credits too. So, but anyways, what to do after that? I spoke about Great Hunts and Strongholds. Great Hunts and Strongholds will greatly increase your Torvin and Lysini rep. They'll give you planerite. They'll give you Infinity Stones upon completion. Very cool thing to do. The only thing is it's very tedious. It takes a long time without a 160 potion. It's going to take you a long time to get that rep. I had to do it without the potion, but I did. So complete the Torvin questline. That'll get you quite a bit too, and then just grind until you got that done. And there's usually Great Hunt 5 rifts running all day long, every day on some shard, some server. One or the other, make sure you get it done, and you'll be able to get all your best in slot, or what used to be best in slot essences, and your cape. Your cape is used to get the upgrade. You have to get your Torvin Raid 2 cape combined with the Luminous Courtly cape, and you can upgrade it to the Brilliant Legendary Luminous Courtly cape if you're a mage. So that's what I did. This is actually the best in slot cape, so it's kind of cool, I guess. So mounts, stock mounts. All your mounts are in the Rift store. Once you hit 60, you're going to want to save up 1,000 plat. And or you can do it with, if you're big in the PvP, you can get them with Warlord Mark of Conquest and Favor, but I usually just spend the plat. So these are 1,000. I actually use credits on my new cleric, 60 cleric, to get the Arachne rather than collecting all the artifact sets for that. So other than that, I think I've pretty much covered everything on what to do when you're a fresh 60. So just those things you just have to work on, like the Torvin rep. To recap, get your Torvin rep up there. get your mount, get your 150 mount. That way you can move around faster. Get your professions. Professions will help you make money. They'll help you make gear. You can buy more slots with credits to do more than 3 of these. As you can see, I have 7 of them, so I've actually bought 4 trade skill slots. Other than that, just play the game, raid, collect your gear through raiding, buy it on the auction house to get into raids if you are that kind of person. I know I am. If I have extra plat laying around, I will level a character up to 60 and buy the shit that I need off the auction house to be able to start raiding. So, if you guys have any questions or any concerns, anything you want to ask at all, I already have some people messaging me. I apologize to the people that I don't get back to. Some people message me in game, and I have a very tight schedule between, like, on the weekends I'm constantly making videos so that way I can get them up every day during the week. I have some people message me, just to say hi and just to talk. Some people want me to party with them. For instance, I'm not going to call anybody out, but I did have one person try to ask me to help them level. Now, I will be more than willing to help if I'm free, but I have a very tight schedule between my real job and real life and making videos for YouTube. So I won't play the game for you. If you're asking to power level, I will not help. If you're asking for advice, of course I will help. No doubt about that. So if you just want to chat or whatnot, I mean, any of you guys, if you want to, if you need some advice and I'm free, if you want to hop into my TeamSpeak, I can get you TeamSpeak info as long as it's not abused. Otherwise, I got nothing left for you. So Fresh 60s, this should be a good guide to tell you where to go. Again, if you have questions for me that I can help answer, you can get a hold of me in game. Usually I am on Shadow Brawler at Deepwood. If not, leave a comment on the video and ask your questions, ask away, and I will try to get back to the comments as soon as possible. This video I'm still doing now, I actually still have no internet up. I can get into Rift, but I can't get on any web pages, so I don't know when I'll be uploading again. So as soon as that's fixed, I'll get some videos up, and I got nothing else for you. So thanks for watching. Leave comments. Let me know your concerns. Let me know your questions. Hit the like button, and I'd love to hear from you guys. So thanks for watching.